There's no
If
way.
you guys didn't know, there is Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer coming out.
True history.
When slave owners, hold on. When slave owners can't stop the formidable ninja warrior, Harriet Tubman, they call on the help of vampires, werewolves, witches, and demons to stop her. Harriet Tubman must lead a family of slaves to freedom while battling an army of darkness.
The white devil.
The darkness.
White devil.
This gonna be a movie.
No, it's going to be a series on Disney Plus. So Underground Railroad is going to be ridden with vampires.
What you doing?
Yeah. What's a weapon of choice? That's the real question.
A katana, for sure.
Katana.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Actually, there's a picture.
A whip.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
Relax. I mean, that's what they use.
That was so
That's what they use
racist.
on them. You know?
I'm just saying.
For what? This is not Django.
That was crazy.
I apologize for my outburst.
It is for black people. Like, this will be fine.
No.
And then I show up and everything's going great, and they're like, David, we just think your book is like, it's like the second coming of Candace Owens. We love. I was like, what? I'm like, what? And then I look around. They turn the lights on. It's like Blacks for MAGA. I was like, oh no, oh no,
That's how they get you.
Oh no! It's like
They trap my dog.
Not that's how they get you.
They got me good, but then I think that podcast never came out. But it was very much. I had it very calm and grounded because I'm like, okay, where are my exits?
We're literally just here to pick your brain about your comic, give you a little shout out, and ask some questions. About
awesome,
you.
man.
Yeah,
awesome. I'm up for it.
Nah, you just do introduction.
No?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna introduce the pod. So, hey guys, thanks for tuning into another episode of the podcast. Welcome to the Entertainment District. Today we have a very special guest, the creator of the Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer comic and the founder of Kingswood Comics.
Let's go. Applause.
Yeah.
Yes.
David Crownson.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
For sure.
100%, man.
Thank you for
Kind
having
of surreal
me.
you being here, man. Kind of surreal.
Yeah, I don't know if you know, this happened kind of quickly. So Jason's one of super comic enthusiasts. And so we're kind of secondary off of that. And so when he found it, he was super excited and came to the pod and was like, y'all have to hear this title. Y'all have to hear this issue. And then so Vic took that sound bite of us discussing it, and we had no idea it would even reach you.
Yeah.
First of all, on Instagram. And then on TikTok, that clip has 50,000 views.
Yeah, TikTok took off.
So I definitely tagged you in that because I was like, I didn't know so many people, would have been so excited about it just like we are.
At all.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think it kept on trending, and then my editor is the one who saw it.
Oh wow!
I think someone tagged my editor in it, and and my editor was like, "Nigga, look at this." He's like, "Nigga, look at this immediately." I'm like, "All right, calm down." I was like,
"This some good shit,"
and I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "Oh yeah!" Like, look, let me reshare this immediately.
We appreciate it.
We
appreciate
appreciate
that, man.
Oh yeah.
So I think Jason, you want to start off with some questions about it, or
let's get started, man.
He's so excited.
Let's get started.
Please.
So I'm excited. All right, so first I want to know what made you want to start Kingwood Comics.
Yeah, what made me want to start it was it happened during the lockdowns and during the pandemic when everything closed down. And there was a few other big publishers that wanted to distribute Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. And a lot of those deals, crashed and burned because of the lockdowns and, the pandemic. So I was just frustrated. I'm like, I'm already paying for this. I'm already distributing this myself. Let me just start my own company. And I had other comic books that I was in talks with a few other publishers with having them make, and then all of those deals like crashed and burned. But I still owned all of the intellectual property of it. And I'm like, yo, let me just have an umbrella for my own stories and just ownership and authorship of it. Because also, like, I was dealing with a lot of like notes with the different. I won't say who, but it was a lot of like bigger, not Marvel and DC, but it was like other people who, they wanted to water a lot of my other stuff like Killer Bee and Nightmare in Newark down.
I want to talk about that one.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, like, let me do this, because because around this time I was also getting lots of offers for Harriet to be a TV show, and also an animated series.
That's what's up.
If it's under my own company, I have more negotiating power. I also get more, just more authorship. And, I can't like wake up one morning and be like, they've cast Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. He's like, now introducing someone extremely light-skinned playing Harriet Tubman. I'm like, nah, not on my watch. But yeah, that was the main reason why, I started it. And, again, it was a very humble beginning because of the pandemic. I lost lots of money and I had to move back in with my parents. But man, it like a lot. But within 2 months of me starting the company, I met Prentice Penny, who's the co-creator of Insecure, and writer director of Uncorked, and just like an amazing, Black filmmaker, and I'm a big fan of his work, and was introduced to him through his producing partner, who's also one of my friends, Sebastian Jones, and they were like, "Hey, what's happening with Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer? Would you mind if we developed it to be a TV show?" And I was like, "Nigga, go ahead." Like, please do that. And that's, again, just within 2 months of I think I launched the company publicly in September, and had this deal in meeting with Prentice by, I want to say, by like November, December. So yeah.
I love success stories like that, man.
For sure. Congratulations on that.
Because we had in our comments people saying, "Is this going to be a show or not?" So you confirm people are saying Disney Plus series or animated live action,
whatever you can confirm, because you know how that goes. So whatever you can. No pressure.
No. It's going to be a TV show, live action. It's originally it was going to be on Hulu. It's distributed because Prentice, he signed a deal with Onyx Collective, which is like a Black production company that's financed and owned by Disney, and it has mostly like Black executives working on that line, and a ton of Black talent. They've signed deals to develop film and TV shows, like Natasha Rothwell has a deal there. Ryan Coogler has a deal. And Prentice Penny has a deal.
Nice.
So he basically was like, "Hey, like after Insecure is done, I'm leaving HBO." And this was like news to me at the time, because I'm thinking, okay, Harriet Tubman about to be on HBO. And he's like, I'm leaving, nigga. And I'm like, what? You doing what? He's like, I'm leaving. Because I got an offer, and it's between Netflix and it's between Disney's Onyx Collective. And I'm leaning toward Onyx Collective because it's great money and it's more creative freedom. And also, Netflix really wanted Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer.
I bet they did.
Oh hell yes! And my black ass, like my black ass was like, take it. Take it. I was like, my mom is my roommate, Negro. Take it. Take it. What the fuck?
Cut the check.
Like, Negro, cut the check. I drove a 2010 Mazda with a broken air conditioning, Negro. Take it. Take the check. And he just was like, he's like, listen, if we sign with Netflix, there'll be a good amount of money up front. But we won't get to tell the story that we want to tell. We'll probably get, if we're lucky, we'll get 2 seasons of Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Okay. And then they might cancel us because we have 38.9 million views for season 2 when we had 40 million views for season 1 because Netflix is very, we all know that they're very data driven when it comes to TV.
Yeah. Yes.
So with Onyx, we will mostly be on the Disney Plus and or Hulu streaming platforms, and they'll give us a lot of creativity to grow.
I can absolutely see it on Hulu.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh yeah. So it's going to be on Hulu, and this is also, I think this has already been announced that Hulu and Disney Plus are going to merge into one streaming platform. And it's going to be called Who Dis. I'm kidding. It's not going to be called. It's not going to be called that. But it should be called Who Dis.
I like that.
Yeah. He's like now streaming on Harriet. Like Who Dis, but no, it's like so starting in February of 2024. They're just going to merge into one streaming platform. So technically, it's going to be on Disney Plus, but the original plan was for it to always be on Hulu. But yeah, it's going to be an hour-long live action-packed series, and produced by Prentice Penny and co-written by my black ass.
Nice.
There you go.
I know that's right.
Nice.
That's what's up.
All right. So, my next question: why Harriet Tubman?
Why not Harriet Tubman? I just think this all, like, for the record, like, I wasn't just sitting around being like, what can I make? And who historical figure? Like, this all really happened kind of by accident and organically. Like, I was traveling. I basically, quick little thing. My background is in acting. And I had auditioned for this independent movie called Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and I didn't get the job.
Small movie,
small movie,
not too crazy.
Small movie by this art house director, Jeffrey James Abrams, and nobody. I auditioned for Star Wars, and it was to be Finn. It was for the lead part.
Oh wow!
And at the time, I'm
not leading with that.
Oh yeah. Anywho, I could have had John Boyega's check.
Basically.
Yeah, so I auditioned for that. At first I auditioned for 2 roles. One was for a stormtrooper that actually talks to him. And then they liked me for other stuff. They said, "Hey, can we like have you come in and read for like a bigger part?" And at the time I didn't know I was auditioning for Star Wars because they made it seem like I was auditioning for a war film. Like
okay.
Because they're so secretive about it.
Makes sense.
So I had a bunch of auditions for this unnamed soldier who gets hit in combat. And then my manager gave me a call and said, "Hey, they want to see you for the lead. So you can't tweet about it. You got to sign an NDA." And I was like, "Girl, calm down. Like, it's just because again, I'm thinking I'm just auditioning for a small independent film that's produced by J.J. Abrams." I was like, "Man, I ain't gonna tweet nothing about." And I don't talk about business like that. And she's like, "David, no, you really gotta be there early. They're gonna give you the script when you get there." I was like, "Yo, y'all doing a lot for this little movie." So I show up early. I show up early, and it's at a different location in New York City. And I take the elevator, and I had to like type in a code, and it was like a whole thing. I had to like press a button and like sign in. They're like, who's here? I'm like, David Crownson. I'm here for Untitled World War II film. They're like, okay. And then I would go in an elevator, and it was just different levels. And then I got to the final level, and the doors open, and it says Lucasfilm. And I have never screamed nigga so loudly in my brain.
Ain't no way.
Nigga.
Ain't no way, boy.
Listen.
Ain't no fucking way. And then like this white girl's like, hello, Mr. Crownson. I was like, shit, where'd you come from?
Just appearing.
Just manifested. And she's like, hi, look, like, please sit over here. And there's like a nice ass cozy couch. And there's like 9 different waters. There's like Fiji water, smart water, electrolyte water,
everything,
and a bunch of danishes and snacks and sandwiches. And she's like, you just prepare here. Your script is here. It's like just this fancy ass lobby. And she was like, yeah, you have like 40 minutes to learn the material. And I'm like, oh damn. And I read it. I think it's a scene from like the 3rd act of The Force Awakens. Okay. And so I'm reading the script and I'm also stealing shit because I'm like a poor actor. I was like, let me like taking all this shit.
Let me get all this.
Like I'm leaving with something. Mother. I'm like mother. Stealing shit.
Shoot, that's hotel behavior.
Yeah. Yes. So I literally walked in, and it's like a group of people. It's like a bunch of executives at Disney, Lucasfilm, Bad Robot, and I was really nervous. So I had to like act, I had to perform. And first of all, they asked me a bunch of questions just because it's like, if you get this, you're going to lead this franchise. Are you prepared to do that? And I was just like, for some odd reason, I was really loose. I was like, yo, I think so. I don't know. For some odd reason, that like made them laugh. So I was just cracking jokes and acting like it wasn't that big a deal, but I was losing it on the inside. Yeah. And I was in the room for like 90 minutes because they would make me do it in different ways. And then I just kept taking different direction and kept on doing it multiple times. And they were like, all right, David, thank you so much. So good to meet you. Great work. And my ass was like, yo, I got that shit. I was in there for 2 hours. I booked that shit. I'm still walking out with 1,000 waters and energy drinks though.
That's funny.
But so and then I found out I think they said they were going to make an announcement in 2 weeks, and then they announced the cast, and it was like John Boyega, and I was like, no, that should have been me.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Not him. So like I was destroyed. I should have been really grateful that I got to even like audition for something like that. It was an honor, but at the time I was crushed, and my parents. My mom mostly just said, hey, I think you should come live with us because my family's from Ghana, West Africa.
Okay.
And I think you need to take a break because you've been stressing. Come live in Ghana, West Africa, and just reconnect to your roots. Meditate, pray, something. And at the time, I was like, Mom, stop being a little hater. And she's like, all right, if you don't get any, because I was auditioning for 2 other big things. I had auditions for Orange is the New Black, and I had auditions for another TV show that I think it was Steve McQueen was producing. And my mom, said, if you don't book any of these, I think you should take a break, sublet your place, and come to Ghana. And I think you'll find your answers. And, I didn't get any of the jobs. So I was very humbled and decided to move and live in Ghana, which I did. And an amazing experience. I think every Black person, every Black American, I think everyone, we all should do it. And just also just because it was just so peaceful. And it's like, it's hard because I always hear people say like, yo, in America, I'm just another black person, but in Ghana, when I'm in the continent of Africa, I'm just a person.
Yeah,
And
Static Shock.
yeah,
it was literally that, and I felt that, and it was
Snowfall too.
yeah. Say again.
I said Snowfall too.
Yeah, and Snowfall season. I forget. I binge watched the whole series recently.
Yeah.
Loved it. But yeah, I got the idea for Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer while I was in Ghana, West Africa, because this I think it was a documentary about Harriet Tubman was playing one day while I was watching TV, and Harriet Tubman is hugely celebrated in Ghana because they traced her heritage to Accra in Ghana. And so like they love shit. Yeah, they probably celebrate Harriet Tubman more than they celebrate Harriet Tubman here.
I believe in America.
I believe it.
Yeah, it's like for real. Like it is like a whole month dedicated to Harriet Tubman.
That's right.
It's like girl, you're lucky you get one day. Yeah, so I was watching this documentary about Harriet Tubman, and I told Prentice this story, and he thinks this is the blackest sentence ever uttered.
Probably,
but it's true. I was eating some fried chicken, and he's like, that is the most blackest sentence I've ever heard in my life. You're eating fried chicken, and you're in Africa, and you eat fried chicken, and you watching a documentary about Harriet Tubman. It's the blackest sentence ever uttered.
That's a hell of a picture, actually.
Yeah. So, it's like, go Harriet. Like you that shit.
Harriet's crazy. Grape soda would have been the icing on the cake.
I
don't know. I had pineapple Fanta. That's what I had.
That's a close second for black, so that's fine.
Had pineapple Fanta. So and it's better in Ghana because they just make it with the actual fruit and carbonated water and cane sugar. There's no high fructose corn syrup.
How it should be made.
Yeah, how it should be made. Like, high fructose corn syrup is illegal. Like, if you try to bring that overseas, they will arrest you like you're a terrorist.
Really?
I believe it.
Yeah.
So America's trying to kill us, pretty much.
For real.
Yeah.
And if it's natural, it's in Whole Foods or something like that, or it costs like $9 for the good shit. So yeah, I'm eating fried chicken and watching a Harriet Tubman documentary, and life is beautiful, life is great. And then when that program ended, I was channel surfing and I landed on the ending of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Where it's that katana fight scene with Michelle Yeoh and Zhang Zi. I think I was.
There you go. You're back.
So I think when that ended, I, watching this katana fight scene, everything's going great, cool, awesome. I ended up channel surfing some more, and then I landed on the ending of Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and I was like hyped to be watching this movie. I'm like, oh, dope. Because at the time I wanted to watch it while I was in America and I didn't get a chance to. And then it was a terrible movie. I didn't like it.
Terrible movie.
Sorry, y'all. It was bad. Wait.
Okay.
I can't hear you guys.
You might have switched it, the headphones. Yeah.
You good?
A little technical difficulty.
I lost y'all for a second sound wise.
We good?
You good now?
You back?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fix something.
All right, no worries. I think the headphones disconnected.
Oh, yeah. My headphones disconnected.
Yeah.
So let me just reconnect them.
So you don't get any weird echo.
No worries.
All right, we're back.
We're back.
All right.
Sorry about that.
We're back.
But yeah, I watched Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters, and it was a terrible movie. It was so bad. And Well, like to me, I thought it was such a cool concept, but I thought there were so many more they could have done. They could have gone harder. I think was my note.
Yeah.
So I was just writing in my journal about like my day because it was my first day. It was my first time being outside of the country and being outside of the country for that long. So I was just making it a point to journal each day, and I wrote in my journal just about what I did. And these three things stood out that day, and they were Harriet Tubman, katana fight scene, and witch hunters. And immediately after seeing all that, I was like, wait, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. Like, what if Harriet Tubman knows martial arts?
Yeah.
And has superhuman strength and she beats up a racist werewolf? I don't know.
Hell yeah.
All right.
So
we agree. Werewolves are racist.
Yes, werewolves are racist.
I just want to get that out there. I just want to get that out there because we had that argument.
We kind of did have that argument.
You wanted to be a werewolf. That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Especially when y'all get to chapter 5, we introduce werewolves and they are racist as hell.
See?
I saw.
That's who you wanted to be.
I saw the cover.
I said vampire.
I saw the cover
After
for
I got all the facts.
issue 5, and it looks crazy.
It looks beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, Nicholas Draper Ivy he crushed it on that one.
Yeah. Oh, that's her favorite.
Oh, really?
She loves him.
Awesome.
I think he does an amazing job, phenomenal job with Static, and I was just like proud, to see that somebody step into that role and really do their thing with it. So, yeah, definitely give him his flowers as well.
Oh yeah, he's amazing, and we're gonna do another project together. Like a creator own. He has his own creator own book that he wants to do, and I'm working with him on publishing that sometime in 2024, and it's really. I think it's a fun story. It's basically just about he's posted a little bit about it, but it's something really cool with black vampires in the future, because we never vampires in the future. So
there's very few black vampires.
Okay, that's cool.
So, I can't wait to see that.
Since you're talking about future projects, I got a question. Do you see yourself making more comics with other black icons throughout history, other than Harriet, with this series?
Like, for example, like a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King.
Yeah, I didn't have anything like that. I think the only things I had, one thing, sadly, it started out as kind of a joke, but then I was like, wait, I can do something with that. Where I was on a radio show and this person called and they were like, "How dare you do that to Harriet Tubman? How dare!"
There's gonna be haters.
It's like your mama didn't raise you right. That's what it is. He's like, "What's next? Martin Luther King, werewolf hunter," and then
sound kind of fire to me.
Speaker by day, hunter by night.
Sound fire to me.
I was like, hold up. I was like, keep talking shit, keep cooking. I said this as a joke and just hung up on them. I just said like, no, I'm gonna do 12 Years a Slave and Zombies, and then I hung up on them.
There you go. I watch it.
And I was like, wait, because you can still do the same story, the same movie, just the zombies. Like, what is happening now? That I was like, wait. So, but yeah, like I have something roughly outlined for 12 Years a Slave and Zombies, and
fire.
Listen,
there was another one with Henry Box Brown. But then I just decided to just have him be in the Harriet comic book first, and then I'll spin off from him. Henry Box Brown he's a slave who mailed himself to freedom, and he was found by white people, and they were about to kill him. And this white man appeared out of nowhere. He was a magician. He's like, "You found my slave," and he pretended to own him, and he kind of brought him home and said, "Okay, we all know you were lying, but I'm an old man and I don't have any children, so I need to pass off um, my quote unquote like magic and magic tricks off to someone. So you're gonna go on tour with me. You're gonna be my apprentice. I'll pay you $12 a week and you have to do as I say. That's like a lot of money back in the day. He's like, yo, $12 a week. That's like $1,200 a week, basically. With actually, it's like $2,000 a week with inflation.
Yeah,
that's real good money.
Not facts.
It's like, I'm gonna pay you $12 to travel with me and be my apprentice, and I'll teach you all of my magic tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And so I have that, but I have it that he teaches him like the mystic arts and shit. So he becomes like, it's kind of like a Django Unchained meets Doctor Strange in a way. So
listen,
what a blend.
Yeah. So that's one future thing that I have. Yeah.
Okay. I haven't.
Go ahead.
Wait. No.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you were contemplating doing this, were you afraid of any like major backlash, or were you just like, you know what, I'm gonna do it anyway?
No, I really wasn't afraid like at the time, because I just thought, I'm like, yo, Abraham Lincoln out here, hunting vampires.
Right.
Abraham Lincoln out here. So I think it'll be like this will be an easy transition. Mm-hmm. But when I would tell people, everyone's reaction was either they would laugh at it and then go, wait, that's kind of, badass, or that's kind of cool. But everyone's reaction would usually be like a positive. I took it as a positive. Okay. So I'm like, hey, if you're laughing, that means it's hitting something. Right. But I didn't get any negative stuff until, the cover that you guys have there. Oh. I approached Cortland Ellis, who did that, and he did the first issue. Mm-hmm. And I just messaged him and said, hey, I'm a big fan of your work, and I have an idea for a comic book, and I think I want you to draw the cover of it. And, he asked me what it was called, and I told him it's called Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. And he basically just said, we're going to get into a lot of trouble, but let's do it anyway. Let's do it. Yeah, and at first, there wasn't any, I wasn't thinking of that until, we announced it. And this is, back in 2016, where I just posted it for my friends on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, I'm going to be making a comic book. This is the cover. Coming soon. I have no idea when. And, I turned off my phone, went to go see a movie, and I came out of the movie, and my whole entire social media blew up. There was a think piece. They're like, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer, what does this mean? And, people were saying, what is David Crownson trying to do? I was like, yo, these people don't even, know me. And, or people, and I was sad that it was mostly black people at first who were bad. Right. They were like, he's like, yo, fuck David Crownson. Oh wait, I don't know if I can curse on this. Wait,
you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, cool. All right. They were like, hey, yo, fuck David Crownson, and keep Auntie Harriet's name out your goddamn mouth.
Nah, black Twitter be like that for real.
That's a fact.
He's like, yo, your mama didn't raise you right. That's what it is. Fuck David Crownson. Yo, fuck David Crownson. That was all over the internet. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do this. Cause I've never, if I get any type of heat, it's from my friends and my family. I'm used to being roasted by a select group of folks, but when it's 40,000 people, and it takes on a whole nother thing. So at first I was like, I was gonna cancel it. I was like, nah, I can't deal with this. Nah. But then a lot of people, there was probably, when I looked through the comments, which I don't recommend doing. It was mostly.
I face the criticism head on.
Yeah, I'm definitely the one in the comments. I'm the troll. I'm like, y'all want to be funny? I'm gonna get hilarious. So let's do this.
What you want to do? We don't care.
What you want to do?
Yeah, no fact. I engage with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think now I'm better about it. Now I'm like, now I don't care like at all. Because I'm like, oh, okay, we've been through it, and we've seen the success of it, and obviously the positive outweighs the negative comments. And I think there was maybe like I saw something that had like 1,000 comments, and there was 30 people who were like, nah.
Right.
But
Yeah,
you know,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, you can't please
like,
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. The remaining like some comments, which was like 970 people, were like, "Hey, I think this is cool, and I think this will be fun to read, and I think it's a good way to like educate." And I think we, you know, people in different cultures they celebrate. Especially in Asian cultures, they do hero books of their historical figures. Like, how
True.
come black people? How
Yeah.
come we can't do
It's
it?
true.
No,
Um,
It's
facts.
That's
true.
valid.
Yeah, because I
yeah.
saw someone
So
in the comments of a video saying something along the lines of, "Oh, stay woke. This is just a way to erase Harriet Tubman from history."
That. I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh
yeah,
yeah, I
but
saw that. I saw that Hotep comment. No. But like I just said, I'm like, yo, I would never allow that to happen.
yeah.
And
If anything, I
anything
feel
that
like it's bringing more awareness to the character.
It'll
Or
inspire.
to the
I think it'll inspire kids to read the true story about Harriet in our history because a lot of kids don't know
That's
even
true.
who that is.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
exactly. There are lots of kids, and you know, sadly, there are some grown ass adults who don't
That's a
know
fact.
who Harriet Tubman is.
That's a fact.
Like
facts.
I was doing like a comic book convention, and this grown ass man, you know, walked by and looked up my comic book. He's like, "Yo, my favorite part of her story. You know, I love seeing history in comic books. My favorite part is when she didn't give up her seat on the bus."
Yo, I was about to say that. Like one of my homeboys,
There you go.
one of my homeboys, like a month ago, thought that Rosa Parks was Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
All backwards with it.
Ooh, child.
I'm like, bro, what school you went to?
Yeah.
They
And,
named my
you know,
school.
Florida school. Probably a Florida school.
yeah, this was a 50-year-old bro. Actually, I think it happened when I was in Miami. Now that I think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Hold on. I have a follow-up question for that. So I understand that you go to the conventions, right? And I would imagine you're there as an artist promoting. What has been the reception to your work when you go to these conventions?
Oh, like, it's always people. People laugh, then confusion, and then interest. That's how it's always been, and then them saying, "I gotta have it," or give me the elevator pitch of it, and you know, I just explain what it is and the tone. And I always say, you know I said before that the Henry Box Brown is Django Unchained meets Doctor Strange. Well, Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer is Django Unchained meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But it's grounded in Harriet Tubman's true life story.
Okay.
And we're presenting it in this action-packed comic book story. And they're like, "Sold, take my money." And I'm like, "All right, dopeness." So it's mostly been positive, and every comic book convention I've done, I've sold out of the books.
Awesome.
I usually
That's
bring
awesome.
over
Amazing.
100.
Awesome.
Yeah. So it's it's been positive, which again I'm grateful for, and I'm also grateful that if they buy it, even if they're just buying it like as a joke, they read it and they go, this was actually well done, and someone took this seriously.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was going to be just schlock, but it's well written, and I'm like, yeah, damn, I'm not an idiot. Not gonna. There's a lot of time. I have a whole editor. I work with historic, like actual biographers and all that stuff. Lots of research had to happen. But yeah, it's all been positive at conventions. So
nice.
Very grateful.
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
I have a question. How long do you see this comic going for? Like how many
200
issues can you see?
200.
200.
200. Wow.
Oh, it's lit.
Love
Yeah,
it.
because we're in the early days of the comic, and we're in the early days of the comic book, and we're also in the comic book. We're 5 years away from the Civil War, so we gotta see
this
what
is gonna be a whole thing. You're talking about the Civil War.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna invincible this shit.
So
I'm not mad
amazing.
at that at all.
So-
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that at
Said
all.
the right thing.
Facts.
And I know you mentioned Abraham Lincoln. There's no way that this is in the same world.
Oh no, it's not in the same world because my Abraham Lincoln will be historically accurate.
Okay,
there you go.
Shots fired, and I appreciate it.
Yes, got it.
He'll be
Yes.
he'll be historically accurate. Maybe for fun, I'll have him fight a vampire, but he will be Abraham Lincoln, historically accurate. Abraham Lincoln. That's all I'm going to say on that. But he will be historically accurate.
Yeah. Say a lot for the people in the back.
Yes, historically accurate. He just did this freedom shit as a business deal, y'all. He don't care about Negroes. The end.
Build me my statue.
Exactly. Yeah. More on that.
Oh man. Okay. I think I just have one more question. About the one that I saw. The Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nightmares in Newark.
Yes.
Talk about that one, because that one sounds very interesting too. I was reading like the synopsis of it.
Yeah, Nightmare in Newark. It's about this young black woman who's in the closet, and she's deciding she's going to come out to her family, and she's really nervous about it because her family's like kind of conservative and a little bit religious, so she doesn't know what the reaction's going to be. And she's having a ton of anxiety about it. So she decides she's going to invite them over to her apartment in Newark and, tell them that she's a lesbian. Mm-hmm. So she's preparing for it, having lots of anxiety about it. And in the middle of her coming out to her family, this alien invasion just erupts in her town in Newark, New Jersey. So she has to survive this alien invasion and come out to her family, and it's very much on like the horror action level of like Cloverfield.
Yeah, that's what it gives. Yeah,
with the humor and character development of like a Friday. Because black people were like we're never usually in like the alien invasion stories.
True.
And also, I just wanted to do. I wanted to do a story about having to confess something to family or be really raw and honest with your family about something.
Yeah.
That they're not going to be, they might not be too receiving of it. And that's already scary as hell. Yeah. And what if you already put something else that was really scary on top of that? And I just thought both of those things were really fun to explore from a writing perspective. And ultimately, she's already facing this thing with her family that's really scary, but also like, shit, I might die with all these aliens blowing up buildings. So, yeah.
Man, that sounds really
Nightmare in Newark.
Awesome.
And it's still being drawn right now. Brett Parson is the artist on it. I really wanted to come out this Thanksgiving. I wanted to come out on Thanksgiving so badly.
I saw that it's set on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because also nothing is ever set, or there's barely anything set.
Barely.
Barely.
I can't think of any movies really.
Yeah.
Prisoners.
Exactly.
Spider-Man.
Prisoners, Spider-Man is.
People forget Spider-Man Act 3 it becomes a Thanksgiving movie, but usually
it's a Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah, it's Thanksgiving, or it's Halloween, it's Christmas, it's sometimes it's New Year's.
Yeah.
Was soul food Thanksgiving?
I can't stand you. I can't stand you. Because why was that the first thing to come to mind?
Was it?
It was a dinner. It was a dinner.
Wait.
It was a dinner. I don't know if it's
Hold up.
That's a Thursday.
That's a Sunday.
Hold
I'm
up.
like,
I'm about to Google.
Church.
Hold up. Let me. It is soul food. I'm about to Google this. Is soul food?
that was just Sunday at Big Mama house. That's what that
That was
was.
a regular Sunday in
That's
July.
what
He's like, Negro, that is just a cookout. That is just a regular day. No, but yeah, I also just wanted to do something that's set during Thanksgiving because we don't really get a lot of Thanksgiving stories. And hilariously, I was trying to get I was pitching Nightmare in Newark to another big publisher, and I think the notes where they wanted to have it set during like New Year's Eve or Christmas, and I was like, Negro, no, like I want to have this.
Yes.
I want to have this during. It was a white company, but I still I don't know why I said Negro. But it was. I'm like we don't really see Thanksgiving stuff, and they also wanted to make it. They wanted to have it set in like New York City, and I'm like, no, we've seen a ton of New York being invested. We've never seen like a small town.
New York.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I got that one, and then my other
Jersey
book.
Kinda rugged.
Oh, hey man, I'm from New Jersey. Take it easy.
You take a shot. You take a shot.
I'm kidding. It's okay. Jersey can be rugged, but only I talk. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, we got that, and we got Killer Bee coming out, and Killer Bee is that's like an assassin story about this woman who is like this maverick, badass, John Wick level assassin who decides to retire because she injures a child during a hit that goes wrong.
Nice.
And she's really traumatized about it, and she's putting in like her she's just cashing out. She's like, I'm done. I know I got 2 more hits on my ledger. After that, I'm out. I'm done. Yeah. And she meets this dude in her apartment building when her laundry unit breaks, so she has to use the community laundry in her apartment building. And meets this guy, this really like dorky, nerdy kind of Winston Duke type of guy, and then falls in love with him and starts dating this guy, and things are going great. She's doing her final hits. Everything's going amazing. She's gonna retire from being an assassin, and she's gonna walk off into the sunset with this amazing man. And she finds out her final hit is the man.
There it is.
Yeah.
Because
he's gonna love that one. He's picking it up first. He loves the drama.
Loves the action drama. Action drama the best.
Yes.
All right.
It's basically John Wick superimposed over a romantic comedy, and
speaking my language.
Yeah, like it's really fun. And the art is amazing for that. That comes out Valentine's Day next year.
Nice,
awesome.
But yeah, it's I'll DM you some of the art on that one.
Oh, we appreciate that. Now, David, we're an entertainment podcast, so we talk movies, series, anime, and one thing we like to do is top 3s. So can you give me your top 3 movies all time?
Top 3 movies of all time.
Oh no, that's kind of broad. You mean like movies?
Your top, yeah.
Oh, dang.
Top 3 movies. Into the Spider-Verse. And
wow.
You just became his favorite writer ever.
Yeah,
instantly.
Into the Spider-Verse and Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh,
that's
amazing! I told you,
10
10 out of 10. Scott Pilgrim versus 10 out of 10.
Third one. I gotta think.
Any Marvel or DC or
yeah. Well, I just named 2 really big superhero ones, so I'm trying to.
True.
I'm trying to think of like. Malcolm X, Denzel Washington, Spike Lee.
Classic. Yeah.
You heard that?
Nothing wrong with
you heard
that.
that Denzel? You heard that Denzel?
First off, talk about. What we not gonna do is spread lies on
You
here.
know what? Speaking on that, you gonna ask him? Ask him.
I do have a question now.
Now we pause.
So now, as a comic book writer,
Mhm.
I imagine that you have some kind of insight on comic book characters.
Mhm.
And we have a very long-running debate.
Oh my gosh.
On two characters.
It's not
and
a
you
debate.
named one Spider-Man and Wolverine.
Mhm.
So now if you were to pit them against each other,
base form,
who do you think would come out on top?
Right. Base form is imperative.
Wait. Okay,
so basically, given the abilities of both characters, who would you, if you had to write them, in a fight against each other, who would you have coming on top?
That's what he said.
Okay. All right.
So for question.
Yes. All right.
So, because I think there's a little difference. Which is it? Just Spider-Man in general, or is there a
Peter
specific-
Parker? Base Peter Parker.
Yeah,
Peter Parker.
Peter Parker Spider-Man versus Logan Wolverine.
Okay, is it high school Tom Holland Peter Parker? Is it Tobey Maguire Peter Parker, or is it just comic book?
No,
Peter Parker?
Comic Peter Parker.
Yeah, I was
Universe
thinking of that.
616.
You're leading the witness.
No, I'm telling him the universe.
Okay.
Okay, so like my thing is, Peter Parker has fought people like Wolverine. Wolverine's never fought anyone like Spider-Man.
Fair point.
Because
Jason's on the edge of his seat.
I'm thinking about it because it's like Wolverine. You're dealing with someone who has heightened senses of smell, and
healing.
has healing, and he has claws.
We're naming his abilities.
And you're also dealing with someone that's been alive. Well, he loses his memory, but it's still innate that this man has been alive and knows how to fight for over 100 years. So he still has those instincts. But again, he's never dealt with a dude who's going to be like, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna chill up here," But it's like Wolverine can still get out of it. He can tear those webs out.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
don't lead him.
And he wants his. What to do?
She named an ability. I could name an ability.
He knows what the Spider-Man abilities are.
I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my second favorite superhero.
See?
Who's your first?
Superman. Superman's my
DC,
favorite.
let's go.
Superman's my favorite.
All right.
Because it's just a morality thing. Because Superman just decides to do it because it's the right thing to do.
Yes.
It'd be like he decides to be Superman because he's an adult among children. And if we're in a room with children and someone who's an adult that's your equal and says, "I'm going to kill all these kids," you're going to fight that person. And, Superman's like, "I have to." And he doesn't know anything about himself until he's like 20 or something like that. But back to Spider-Man versus Wolverine. Damn.
Yeah, you have sense of smell versus
I
spider
got
sense.
one more after this, and then I'm done.
Yeah,
when Spider-Man's fighting you, he's like cracking. Oh wait, it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's going to win. Spider-Man's going to win because when he's fighting you, Wolverine's like fighting you just to kill you.
Yeah,
Peter is gonna roast you and get in your head. He's gonna roast you about how you look. He's gonna roast you for missing. He's gonna
about how hard you're trying.
How hard you trying and failing. He's gonna make fun of how bright and yellow your bullshit is. And he's gonna get in because he's dealt with like murderous people who can kill him. But it's like he wins because he's roasted and get it in your head. And he's from New York City, the ultimate I'm roasted stick.
Yes.
So that like that's why I asked him like, wait, which Peter Parker am I dealing with? So I think it's Spider-Man not because of strength or even like skill, because Wolverine is going to be so mad and so angry.
Yeah, he's gonna outsmart him.
He's going to go berserk, and then Peter's going to be just chilling and be like, oh, okay, I and then like Peter's going to do some like childish shit and like pull his pants down, and Wolverine he'll be like, wait, what the fuck? And then like just web up some shit. He'll claw out of it, but then he's going to keep doing shit and then just like knock him out, and then probably web him in between a car. He'd be like, "Yo, bro, chill." But yeah, I think like Wolverine's fighting to kill, Peter's fighting to subdue, but roast first. And anyone that can roast you and get inside your head will always win.
Yes,
I respect it.
So it has to be, yeah.
I respect it. Now I have one more.
What do you applause?
And then I'll let you go.
Of course.
One more.
Please do.
Spider-Man or Blue Beetle?
Bro, come on.
No. Let him answer.
Why are you a Spider-Man hater,
Let him answer.
These are our debates.
These are our debates. These are ongoing debates.
You see what I have to deal with?
David potting with us now.
No. I'm thinking. So like the Blue Beetle that just came out.
We're talking about movie Blue Beetle versus the 3 movie Peter Parkers we got so far.
Okay. Because they're dealing with someone that can fly and do all the same shit Peter Parker can do.
Sure can.
But there's a problem. This is the only thing that I think might give Blue Beetle the edge. He's dealing with 1,000-year-old
alien tech.
Alien tech on his spine. I'm only saying this because I was just watching Justice League versus Teen Titans.
That's a good one.
And in it, it's Damian. Spoiler alert for Teen Titans versus Justice League. I think Batman sends Damian Wayne to like go be in the Teen Titans so he can learn how to work on a team and work with heroes his age. And Damian's like, man, fuck all these corny motherfuckers. I'm not here. And he's like, yo, man, you gotta be on this team. And he's like, whatever. So Damian gets into a fight with Blue Beetle, and Damian savors that ass whooping. He whoops this boy's ass, but then so he knocks him out, but then the freaking Scarab takes over. Takes over, and the Scarab is just like, all right, motherfucker, let's go.
Now you die.
And kills Damian. He kills him. And we're like freaking, I forget her name, but she uses her witchcraft to heal Damian.
Raven.
Raven has to use witchcraft to bring Damian back to life. Because that Scarab is like, yo, since you knocked him out, this boy ain't telling what to do no more. So now I'm a kill you by any means necessary.
And I do it again.
Damian, the little boy who's still learning.
Yeah, Damian's a little boy who has like
Peter's a little boy.
He's a grown man.
But Peter, so Peter, Damian's 10 and has tons of fight training from some of the best, most skilled people in the League of Shadows, and he's trained by Batman. Peter is 6. Let's say he's like 20.
All right, adult.
Peter
that's prime. That's prime time.
That's Toby. That's Toby.
I was gonna say Blue Beetle, but then I'm like, ain't nothing beating that spider sense.
You feel me? It's like Ultra Instinct.
But the Scarab got the same thing. Precognition.
Right.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah? You can't just non-negate it. Yeah,
Can't Blue Beetle just fly Spider-Man to space and he can't breathe?
I was like, but like Peter has superhuman strength. He's gonna be like, all right, get off me.
It's gonna be a struggle.
So what about this? Because I was watching Amazing Spider-Man. Lizard picks up Spider-Man and just crushes his web shooters. So now what if I fly you up, you break out because you're strong, and then you just fall to your death?
He won't fall to his death.
If his web shoes are crushed, how you gonna?
What are you gonna do?
He gonna grab him to the nearest building.
He's gonna grab him to the nearest building in space.
No, he said.
If he falling, he gonna be like he gonna float himself to some building and like run up because I've seen
You feel me?
You feel me?
30,000 feet.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Look, it's aerodynamics, bro. It's aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics. He ain't flying.
Well, yeah, like I think if the Scarab if it's Spider-Man fighting Blue Beetle and if it's the teenage boy doing all the, but the one thing that made me mad about the movie is the Scarab can. We also got to account for that Peter Parker is also a genius.
Yes,
he's like a science tech genius. He knows a lot about engineering. He knows a lot about biology. He knows a lot about chemicals. And he uses that, and he's really fast. So I have a feeling he would find a way. Math whiz, engineer Peter Parker is like, wait, this is a battery. Hold up, let me fuck with you right quick, and he's gonna crawl up and down and like figure out a way for that Scarab to. And he's also fast too, so he's gonna have to figure out a way because that Scarab will take over. And
don't get my boy prep time.
Don't give him.
There is no
prep time.
He got the brakes beat off of him by Goblin. Okay.
All I'm saying is
the brakes beat off of him.
You get my boy.
He got the brakes.
And that's what Craven did to him. That's what Craven beat him down.
I
the first time.
That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying is if you get my boy prep time,
he doesn't have it.
My boy is almost as deadly as Batman.
He doesn't have it.
He's almost as deadly as Batman.
Oh no.
With prep time.
There's even a thing where he's fighting Green Goblin and the homie is struggling. And then he's like, wait a minute, hold up. And he like looks at the glider and he just like rips like the motor out, and the motor, it's even in the movie, the motor goes crazy. And he like crashes and he's like, we'll meet again, Spider-Man. And all that shit.
To Hobgoblin.
Yeah. He did that to Hobgoblin and they put it in the actual movie with Green Goblin. So So my guy would figure out like, wait, this is some tech. And he would figure out the tech because again, we are
tech.
Not ancient alien tech.
This ain't Green Goblin tech.
But it's still math is math. and Peter is gonna he beat Doctor Strange using geometry. You're dealing with we 2 billion people watched him do it.
That was cap.
We all saw it. Nah,
it's only cap when you don't agree.
Oh no, that Spider-Man Doctor Strange fight was cap.
Nah.
It was different.
It was like, wait a minute. I used to think too that it was cap, and then I talked to a friend who's like a geometry person. He's like, I want to disagree, but like the math is actually like correct in this, which is weird. That they did all this research for this action film for the geometry to make sense. So I appreciate that.
Okay.
There's only one thing that's kind of capped with his spider sense in that fight. They were like, because usually when spiders died, their spider sense is when Doctor Strange is trying to grab the box or whatever, he's like doing this. And the thing is that spiders, when they die, or if they're dead, their precognition thing is still active. It doesn't. It takes like 30 minutes for it to die, but that only happens to a specific spider that actually went extinct in like 1920. And I was like, all right, nerd. I was like, all right. I ain't asked for all that.
The spider was a crossbreed.
Oh my
God. It's a genetically enhanced super spider.
Yeah.
I mean, you could bring back dinosaurs. You could bring back a spider.
It's true. Yo, that's true. That is true. You're right.
Do not encourage him. Do not encourage him.
Now, David, I got one last question on my part. You watch anime, I assume?
No, I'm not. I'm a casual anime person. I'm not as like hardcore as everybody. Like you
don't watch everything that comes out. Like some people.
I'm very casual with anime, unfortunately.
No worries, no worries. What about shows? What's your favorite shows right now that you're watching? You would say
The boy. Well, it's not. I really like The Boys.
The Boys is great.
Valid.
The Boys is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Boys,
Invincible?
The Last of Us. I love
Ooh,
Invincible,
okay.
and I loved Atlanta. Atlanta and
Okay.
Insecure
Yeah.
was my
Yeah, it
favorite
was.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Atlanta's great.
All four fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But,
Well, this was great.
This is great.
No,
It
facts.
was.
We
It was
appreciate
fun.
you being
Yes.
here, David.
Thank you so much.
We're relatively still new. We've been doing this for what? A little over a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't even
Podcast.
reached a year yet.
Haven't
November will
reached
be a year.
November will be our year.
Yeah, you guys are growing.
Yes.
Yes.
So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Listen,
Well, you being
have
here
me
definitely
on
helps.
again. I would love to be on when the show is out.
Yeah.
Yes,
course.
yes, definitely.
For sure.
We would love to
And I'll be
interview
a-
more once more copies come out, and more chapters, the show, everything for sure.
Of course, yes, please. Yes, please. And then we'll talk more about. Spider-Man won that Blue Beetle thing. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to circle back.
We're revisiting.
We're going to
We're
circle back
revisiting.
to that.
Hey, look, you're great, man.
Yeah.
You're great.
And we actually do a lot of rankings on the channel. We'll rank
That too.
movies, cartoons, series.
Yeah.
So we'd love for you to be a part of that as well if you would be willing to.
Of course, yes, please.
Awesome.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes, please. Yeah, please. I am a nerd. I love all that stuff.
Join the
You
club.
know, that is my life. I think my girlfriend was roasting me because my girlfriend watches everything on TV.
Yep.
And then she's like, hey, what are you watching? I'm like, Superman and Lois. And she's like, can you watch a show that isn't a comic book? And I'm like, all right, I'm about to watch Ahsoka. She's like, you
Good one. Good one.
Hey, Ahsoka is amazing.
Fire.
Fire.
I haven't watched it yet. I got to watch it. I
I won't
heard
give you no
it's fire.
spoilers, but it's fire.
You're in for a treat.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you
All
watch
right, cool.
if you watch Clone Wars and Rebels,
Yes.
Oh, it's for you then.
Oh,
It's for you.
you're
We're
100%
It's
gonna
for
love
you,
it.
yeah.
we're eating good.
Okay, good. Because it's perfect. It's perfectly cast, and
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
these past couple of weeks have just been like hectic with book tour stuff, and with this launch, so I haven't had a chance to watch it. So I think the season finale, because it's been out for a couple of weeks, so I might just binge watch the whole thing
Yeah.
straight
Definitely.
through. But yeah, man, I'm really excited for that, and I would love to come back on to do rankings, or when the show comes out. Hopefully in 2025 or 2026 it'll be out.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Gotcha.
bet.
We'll be here. If you need any extras, any
Yeah.
extra slave, vampire killer hunters, we right here.
Slave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the house. I'm light skinned. I'm gonna be master.
Hey, Harriet can save me.
Oh, because you like
light-skinned.
right.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm a hybrid.
Like, hey man, I ain't gonna be outside. I'm
He the house brother. He the house brother.
I think we're gonna film in Atlanta. That's all I know.
Oh, got you.
We're gonna film in Atlanta. It'll be most likely a 10 episode season, and
That's what's up.
it'll be in Atlanta. So
All right.
Awesome. We're gonna
know.
we gotta go
We're out.
audition. We should go audition.
We're out.
See what happens.
All right.
done. I'll be like, I was on their podcast. They have a cameo in it where Harry's gonna lead them to freedom, and they're gonna beat up some goblins and gargoyles.
With it.
You feel free to kill him. Feel
I'm with
free.
it.
Hey, what's the good to a goblin?
Rude. Hey man. They said it, not me. I didn't say nothing. I was
You didn't say no.
Yeah.
no
Well,
black bodies die on Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. But if you're a white slave owner or a white, you might get slapped.
Gang slap is hilarious.
Okay.
Let me
Seriously.
slap somebody. It's fine.
Done.
It had to be a back slap.
Done.
But
That's disrespectful.
congratulations again on this amazing comic, these amazing
Facts, yes.
stories. You're
Thank
doing
you.
phenomenal. And thank you so much for being here and spending time with us. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and thank you for reading the comic book. I'm really happy and grateful that you all enjoyed it, and And thank you just for having a platform for, because it's really important to have platforms for Black nerds, blurs.
Yep. 100%.
Agreed.
Yes.
Because it wasn't like a thing a couple of years ago. So I'm really happy
Yeah.
that you guys are out here, and thank you for representing us and being unapologetically Black and being nerdy. And it's been an honor being your first guest. So
Awesome.
Aw, thank you.
more
Appreciate that, man.
success.
Thank you.
May you get all the subscribers. May you get, when I come
You
back,
heard the man.
a million subscribers.
Yes.
Manifest that.
Oh yeah.
Awesome,
Yes,
David. Well,
done.
thank
Speak
you,
it
man.
over you.
Thank you. We'll talk soon. Oh, and definitely DM the panels that you said.
I am.
Yeah,
I'll
for
send
sure.
it to you when we hang up. Yeah.
For sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Awesome.
All right.
Well,
All right,
thank
see
you
you
so
on the
much,
next one,
guys.
David.
Have a great day.
You
You
too.
too.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.